Hey guys, Fuzzy here. Today I'm going to talk about a possible fix to make adventure great again. You might ask, what's wrong with adventure? Nothing. But I saw posts going around asking to remove PvP from adventure. I know that will never happen, but the fact that it's a recurring subject in various forums, that means something is bothering a percentage of the player base. So why don't we do something about it and provide a solution that will possibly make a difference? On this channel, I cover everything Sea of Thieves, from guides, gameplays, and walkthroughs, so if you are new here, please consider subscribing. Do you remember the first days after launch? That is what I call the golden age of adventure, and it was for a reason. Everyone in the server had the same goal, and everyone was still new, making some gold, leveling up, finishing voyages, and stealing some loot. When loot actually mattered. When you sailed around and encountered another ship, any outcome was full of excitement and great memories because we all had related goals. As the game expands and more content is added, we get more choices, but that's when things started heading towards red waters. Allow me to demonstrate. I can go fishing, you will do tall tales, and our friend will complete skull forts. We are 3 ships on the same server doing PvE things that will never overlap or cross each other's paths. It will be a friendly wave emote with our hardy flags all over the server, which is great, until the PvP guy joins the server and tries to sink the first ship he sees. Now he has a few options: steal your hard-earned fish after chasing you for an hour against the wind, ruin your tall tales right after you unlock the vault, mega keg you with a skull fort loot that you spent half an hour trying to get. Now don't forget, the game was built as an open sandbox where you create your own adventure. That player is simply not interested in loot or gold, he just wants to be more pirate. In most of these situations, rage quitting, blaming the game mechanics, or sending the attacker messages is a high possibility. Because as a victim, from your perspective, evil pirate just ruined your gaming night and flushed 3 of your hours down the drain. But isn't Arena for PvP? Yes, but no. PvP in Arena is not like adventure mode, when you are always expecting to get attacked. It's a fast-paced battle over a separate goal that does not even exist in adventure mode, which is the Sea Dog reputation, so saying if you want PvP to go to Arena doesn't make sense. To me, Arena is just a PvP practice ring. Stealing a castaway in adventure is much better than stealing a Sea Dog chest in Arena. What if I told you something could be done? To make everyone happy, we need overlapping interests and goals, which will make salty servers full of flavor and PvE players more comfortable. Let's put that into action. Data about players' behavior is already being collected for the sake of achievements and commendations. Using that efficiently in matchmaking will improve adventure. But first, this will be regardless of your levels, as many players grind to Pirate Legend without knowing how to angle sails. For the sake of presentation, I created 2 characters: Banjo Ironhook,
shiver me timbers,
and Kazooie Plank.
I hope we can be friends.
Say that Banjo, within his first year of play, used 1,000 cannonballs, killed 300 players, and completed 30% of Tall Tales. And now Kazooie used 300 cannonballs, killed 35 players, and completed 100% Tall Tales. Comparing them side by side, why do you think each one of them logs into the game? You are right, PvP focused Banjo and PvE focused Kazooie. So now our goal is to let the servers see that and sort the players out accordingly. Let's label the servers under a matchmaker, which I will present as a measuring bar that moves between PvE and PvP. This is not for us to see or use, I'm just showing it for visual understanding. Now this matchmaker will automatically tag servers and assign players based on their average recent behavior. For example, based on these stats, Banjo is mostly a PvP focused player. This player will automatically be sent to a server mostly populated with players of similar stats. Therefore, Banjo will be matched with other ships of the same interest. If Kazooie is always PvE focused, he will be on servers and spawned in a world with ships of similar interest. Now let's say Kazooie decided to start attacking other ships. When his stats start showing increased cannonball use, killing players, and selling stolen loot, next time he logs in will be matched on a server that has a higher chance of meeting a hostile player. If he keeps grinding battles, next time he logs in, the opportunity of meeting a PvP ship will grow even further. Now, Do you see where I'm going with this? The more you do PV something in the server, the more you will encounter it next time you log in. If you did so much PvP and decided to take a break from plundering, you will notice the presence of friendly ships increasing over time as your average offensive stats decrease. This way, servers will act as dynamic servers, so long story short, the presence of what you would like to do will fade in and out based on your actions. Of course, there will always be a cap on the server type, as making it 100% of one type will split the player base even further. It will just increase and decrease to a certain extent. So even if Kazooie always stays in PvE mode, there will still be a small chance of meeting a PvP player, but this chance will be much less than someone who spends his time attacking other ships. As for new players that have no data yet, they will also be matched on a no data server that will collect it and start moving players, which will most probably end up matching with other new players in the server, giving them the experience that we all had during the first months of the game, which makes them feel that they are in control and have a chance to explore and enjoy the game. Server type matchmaker will always be floating within a range, for example 20% to 80%. If this happens, I guarantee rich and customized experience in adventure mode for all of us. No matter how much content Rare adds, the chance of meeting players of your playstyle will always be on the horizon. From our side, nothing will change, but from Rare's backend, matchmaking will always be shape-shifting based on our intentions. Welcome to the golden age of adventure. If you like this idea, please share with your crewmates to spread the word, because there's nothing we would love more than a productive server full of life. And if you enjoyed my video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Fuzzy here, thank you for listening.